Welcome to our fourth topic, which is the logical fallacies. To start with, I would like us to see what topic 4 entails. The first one is the ad hominem. Ad hominem, attacking the person making the argument rather than the argument itself. This fallacy distracts from the issue at hand and undermines rational debate by shifting the focus to personal characteristics. The second one is the straw man. Straw man means misrepresenting or oversimplifying someone's arguments to make it easier to attack. This fallacy distorts the opponent's positions, making it easier to refute without engaging with the actual argument. Appeal to ignorance, that is the argumentum and ignorantum. Asserting that a claim is true because it has not been proven false, or vice versa. This fallacy shifts the burden of proof away from the persons making the claim and relies on a lack of evidence rather than positive evidence. False dilemma, either or fallacy. Presenting two options as the only possibilities when in fact more options exist. This oversimplifies complex issues and forces unnecessary choice between extremes. Slippery slope, arguing that a relatively small first step will inevitably lead to a chain of related events culminating in a significant, usually negative effect. His fallacy assumes that a deterministic progression without sufficient evidence to support the inevitability of the outcomes. As we move on, we have the circular reasoning. That is the begging the question. When the conclusion of an argument is assumed in the premises, this results in a tautological argument that doesn't provide any new information or support for the conclusion. Asti generalization is the other point. This is draw a conclusion based on a small or unrepresentative sample. This fallacy leads to broad claims that aren't supported by sufficient or appropriate evidence. The other one is the red herring, introducing irrelevant information into an argument to distract from the actual issue. This tactic diverts the attention away from the topic under discussion, thereby leading to confusion and a lack of resolutions. Then we have the appeal to authority. This is the argumentum or verecundium, citing an authority in one of the field as an expert in another unrelated field. This fallacy relies on the credibility of the authority rather than the merit of the argument. Appeal to popularity, that is the argumentum and populum. This is asserting that a claim is true because many people believe it to be true. This fallacy confuses popularity with validity, assuming that widespread belief equates to correctness. The other one is the post hoc equal proper hoc, assuming that because one of the followed event followed another, it was caused by the first event. This fallacy mistakes correlation for causation without sufficient evidence. The other one is the false analogy, comparing two things that aren't really comparable in relevant aspects. This fallacy draws conclusion based on an assumed similarity that doesn't hold up under scrutiny. Bandwagon, arguing that One should accept a conclusion or adopt a practice because everyone else does. This fallacy appeals to the desire to fit in rather than to logic or evidence. To quirk, that also means you too. This one is deflecting criticism by causing the critic of the same issue. This fallacy avoids addressing the argument by turning a critic back into the accuser. Thank you. That's the end of the topic.